Hello, and welcome to episode 590 of Prog Review. And today we're doing a Saucerful of Secrets from Pink Floyd, which is their second studio album. It is also depending on your source, I mean, they say it was released in June 68. The Wikipedia page says it's the 1st of July 1968. Today is the 1st of July, Friday, which some say was the anniversary date. It's the 50th anniversary. I was doing the previous video, so I thought I'd do it today as a sort of compromise. It doesn't matter, does it really? It's all being done. So anyway, this is the second studio album. What's notable about it? Syd Barrett was kind of present, I suppose. Yeah, kind of present. Again, you know, he's there, but he's not there. If you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Now, before I go straight in, you're not going to like my review, so you might as well thumbs down it now. If you're one of those people who have issues with other people's opinions, just thumbs it down and walk away, and then I haven't wasted any of your time today, alright? So I shall begin. Now, this is not a particular favourite of mine. Whilst I've got a lot of time for Piper at the Gates of Dawn, which was released the previous year, and as we know, it's got Barrett all over it. This album, it's not the era of Pink Floyd that I'm particularly enamoured with. It opens with Let There Be More Light, which again, there are two kinds of songs on this. There are the aimless, noodly, atmospheric, psychedelic, or I call it more sub-psychedelic tracks, and then you have the more structured songs that appear. So yeah, it starts off with Let There Be More Light. I really don't care for it at all. It sounds to me like a band that doesn't have any ideas. It just sounds like, hey, we're just going to noodle, we're just going to riff on this, and it's great. Of course, if you're imbibing certain materials, it will make lots of sense, and it will be your favourite song on your favourite album by the Floyd. I understand that, but for me, not particularly. The only time that those kind of songs, like Set the Controls for the Heart of the Sun, work for me is when they do them on the live at Pompeii film, because you can see the band doing stuff. You can see them. There's a visual aspect, so I enjoy that. Whereas when it's just the music, I just find it far too aimless. And it also shows their lack of musicianship. And a controversial comment. In terms of musicianship, Pink Floyd aren't the greatest of musicians. These are not people who are ahead of their game. Yeah, they're getting by, and that's what you hear on these tracks. Let There Be More Light and Set the Controls to the Heart of the Sun are a band getting by. Same can be said of Saucerful Secrets. I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. We're then going to Remember a Day, Richard Wright composition. Again, it's more them trying to do songs like was it Apples and Oranges and those kind of songs that they were doing. It's a pleasant diversion. Again, it's much of its time. I like it. It's okay. I like it. Set the Controls for the Heart of the Sun. Again, there's a band just struggling to find themselves, and I don't care for it. Corporal Clegg winds up the A side of the album, and it's a very important song actually. I know you might consider it be a bit of a throwaway, but within that song is everything you need to know about Roger Waters, Pink Floyd, and the politicisation of them, and also is a portent for other songs and albums that are to come. It's strange because here it is on their second album, a little throwaway song, but I think it's really important. When people go on about, Roger Waters, political, this is it. Corporal Clegg is his first, political song. It's anti-war, the hypocrisy of war, the people that lie about being in the war. Again, there's from my experience, those that brag about their wartime experiences very often either didn't do much or weren't in the war at all. Those who were in it, who took part, like both my grandfathers, didn't like to talk about the services. In fact, they didn't talk about them at all. My great grandfather, he didn't talk about his war service until he was stricken with dementia, on his way out, and was having flashbacks to his past. And it was a great shock to my grandmother, his daughter, to hear what he'd been up to and what had happened to him in the First and Second Wars. So yeah, I'm with Roger on this one, and that's probably why I like the song, because it has a sly poke at the establishment and those kind of old soldiers who are probably not old soldiers at all. But if you want politics, there. It also alludes to the wall. There are phrasings in it, that we will hear later in the wall, and lyrical, almost lyrical hooks that are reused later on. So it's a very important song. Flip it over, Saucerful Secrets again. It's them just noodling around. I really don't care for it, and I really don't care for Seesaw either. Seesaw is probably one of the most forgettable songs. It's so forgettable that when I see the title and I think I know what the song is, and then I play it and I go, fuck me, that's not the song I was thinking of in my head. Again, it's another Richard Wright song, but it's that psychedelic, floaty. I'm not a big fan of psychedelic music. The album rounds off with Jug Band Blues, again another important song. It's the final appearance of Syd Barrett in Pink Floyd. It is a great yet sad yet tragic song, for he is here but not here, is singing this song, and everything you need to know about Syd Barrett's state of mind and how he feels about the world and how he feels about music and where he is presently is in that song. And it's funny and tragic, and it's one of the reasons why I can't listen to any of Syd Barrett's solo material, because I just find it so sad. It's just so terrible to see this visionary, he was a visionary, falling apart before your eyes. And again, it's the British way to carry on, stiff up a lip, and let these people fall to pieces rather than offer them help or a hand or whatnot. But it doesn't matter, because the band made good on the Barrett legacy. They got album material about it later, on Dark Side of the Moon and Wish You Were Here and The Wall. It's all good stuff. It all worked out for them in the end. So yeah, for me, it's an album that it's again this period between. It's strange. It's not strange, because they've kind of an album on, album off, because we have More next, which is a soundtrack album, which I don't really care for. Then we have do we include Ummagumma, or is that a live album? I'm never sure how to categorise that. But we have Outmark Mother, which is them up again. Then we're down again. Then we get to Medal. So at this period, they're kind of all over the place, and this is the start of that. But yeah, I can understand why many of you will enjoy this record, but it's not for me. It's too patchy. The problem is the good tracks, the good stuff. Clegg and Jug Band Blues cut through the bloated artifice of psychedelia that they present on this album all too easily. It's like a hot knife through butter, and that's why I'm not a big fan or have much time for this record. It's good to put it on occasionally and listen to it, but it doesn't do anything for me, those instrumental tracks, because again, they're noodling around, they haven't found their way. You compare that to what they do on Outmark Mother or even Medal, and you can see that they improve. There is a progression, there is an improvement, but at this point, like I say, they're scrabbling around for a voice and a sound after a very distinct record with Piper at the Gates of Dawn. So that's it. In terms of rating, I'm going to give it 2 Corporal Cleggs out of 5. That's 2 Corporal Cleggs out of 5, because there's 2 good songs in it. Why not? And I know many of you will disagree, but hey, tell me why you disagree. Tell me why I'm wrong, but be polite. Don't have to use rude words or insult my appearance. Let's be polite, let's be friendly, because that way your comment won't get deleted. You get it now. Do you get it now? And don't forget to like or dislike this review, for engagement is very important to the YouTube algorithm. Is that okay? Good. Anyway, so anyway, my name's been Darren Rock. I've been talking about Pink Floyd's this one, Saucerful of Secrets, their second studio album. Oh, and this is the repress, you know that. And if you are wondering about buying it, get it, because it's really good. Ah, but what about this digital masters? Yeah, only my dog can hear the difference. But no, it's a worthy all the reissues in this range are worth getting hold of if you're not willing to spend stupid money on original pressings. And this is someone who's owned original pressings, you know, and sold them on, and you know, and I'm sticking with these ones because they're cheaper and the artwork's nice, you know, and they don't smell funny, you know what I'm saying? Why does this record smell funny, Daddy? So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this review. If you haven't, I'm sorry, and we'll be doing this all again real soon. Don't forget you can support this enterprise at my Patreon at patreon.com/lock. Please give your money, please, money, please. If you want to support me, that's how we do it, because the YouTube money isn't what it used to be. Ask PewDiePie, he knows. If only I had the fumes from PewDiePie's YouTube channel. You can check out my music at music.darrenlock.com. I also do the old social media on the old Twitface. What else is there? There's someone coming in when I'm doing a video. It's hello, Mum.
Need a brush.
She needs the brush. There is a hairbrush and a child that needs brushing. Not a dog, because the dog's under the table. We'll edit this out. We'll edit it all out. And that's put me right off my thread. See, other YouTubers, they have their own space and their own room. I don't. I have people coming in and out. That's why you love me. The sheer amateurness and irrelevance of my channel. And on that, there's only one thing left to say. And you know what that is? That is Prog on.